Good day everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. So today I'm going to do a flip through of my 2025 reading journal. I decided to leave social media for a bit just for my mental health reasons, and it was really stressing me out, but I'm really happy with my reading journal and wanted to share it with you guys. I'm not sure what the future of this channel or my other socials will be, but for now I think I just want to post when I want and not really worry about keeping a schedule or trying to keep up with the trends. It was honestly sucking all the fun and creativity out of this, but anyway, let's get into it. This is my 2025 reading journal. Actually, it was my 2024 reading journal, but I never got around to actually filling it in. But as you can see, she is a thick girl. She is suffering a little bit in the spine, but that's okay. That just means she's well loved. This notebook is from Buke. I don't know if I'm saying that right, B-U-K-E, but I got it off Amazon for cheap and had it in my stash since I didn't get used in 2024, and I finally used it for 2025. I guess I will show you 2024 since it's in the front and I didn't really post it on YouTube. There is a video where I set it up on my channel if you want to watch that. I started 2024 with good intentions when I started reading, and I read. I just didn't actually fill anything out after February. I don't know. I didn't do it. I put a couple things in when I first started, but that's about it. I did put in my stats from Goodreads, actually, right here. I've got my January spreads where I read Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, February spreads, that's it. Yeah, I don't know. I went to do April's and decided to quit, and so I left a blank page between and started my 2025 spreads. And this is the cover for 2025. I saw this on Pinterest and just copied it because I really liked the way it looked and didn't feel like putting too much into it. I even used some page numbers from a book to make my little 2025 here. And that's pretty much it. You know, I really like how it came out. I'm pretty happy with it. This is my TBR page and my goals page, and I actually filled stuff in. I did fill in books that I read from my list, and then I filled in some goals also, which was read 25 books, did that. Read 30 books, did that. Read 40 books, did that one, but barely. And I read outside of my comfort genre and also read a complete series. So I did pretty good on my goals. And so yeah, here is my genre tracker. There is one that is heavily more so than the others, but you can see that one genre that has one book on it that I don't really read. And then this is my alphabet challenge. I took this from Savannah Scribbles. She used this as a habit tracker one month, but I thought it would be fun to actually have the books in the cart, like a real library cart, and it's a fun way to see the books that I read for the challenge. I think I only missed 10 letters, which is pretty good. I didn't think I was going to get that many, honestly, so I think I did really good for this, and it's the first time I ever did a challenge like this. So yeah, I think it came out pretty good. It's really cute, it's really fun, it's interactive, but yeah. This is my 5-star reads, and I did this fun little pop-up thing, and it's fun, and it just adds a little bit of a, I don't know, playfulness for it. It's a little bit of a, how do you say? I think it's just a little bit of a boop for the page. I don't know. It's just fun. I didn't fill it in all the way, and that's okay. I didn't really have that many 5-star reads for the year, and then this is where you can start to see that old girl is starting to come apart. But yeah, now we move to my January reads. This is actually one of my favorite cover pages, I think, which is funny since it was the first one that I did. I did another little library card, like my genre tracker, and then I put the type of reading that it was, like this was an audiobook, this was a physical book, and then this was a Kindle, and yeah, that's that. And here we go. This is one of my favorite spreads of the year, honestly. I really like how this turned out. I like the printed on top and just the overall vibe that it gives. I think it goes well with the books, and I just like having the pictures and the little quotes, and I think it just came out really well. This was the first book that I read in 2025, and it sucked. I really did not like this book. I don't know, it felt juvenile in the writing style, and I don't know, it just wasn't good at all. So that kind of sucked that my first book of the year was 2 stars, but it gets better, guys. It really does. This was just a sucky book. But anyway, let's move on. February was a really big reading month, actually, and I think that it's funny that I read the most books in the shortest month. I read 9 books in February. You'll see that I have a mix of 1-page spreads and 2-page spreads. If I really like a book, I try to make a full spread for it, but yeah, this book was about writing love letters, so I thought it'd be fun to have my little review in a letter, but it's kind of hard to get it in and out. There is a washi sticker right here that I didn't really account for, and it kind of sticks the envelope together, but other than that, I think it's really cute, and I like the way that it turned out. This book was good. I really did like it. I'm waiting for the second book, but I'm not sure when it's going to come out, but I really liked this one. Okay, so I was going for something more encompassing for this spread. I printed out a solid image and glued it to the 2 pages, but I don't really like how the spread turned out. The paper is wrinkling, and I don't know. I don't like the way the pen looks on it, and just the overall, it's not my favorite spread. The first book was awesome. I really loved the first book, but the second book was just like, it's okay, it's alright, it's not too terrible, it's just not great, honestly. And I wish it was better, because I really liked the first book. Okay, for this, I was trying to match the actual book's cover with this paper cut out, and the idea is good, but I don't know if I like the execution of this either, and these books were just bad. Mainly read them for the nostalgia factor. They remind me of the books I read in high school with vampires and romance, you know the ones, but they were just awful, and I'm sure it has a lot to do with the fact that I'm too old for these types of books now, so that's on me. I actually did buy the book just for the cover, and that's always a bad decision. Now we get into the good stuff. I love this series. I really love this series. I had read the first book a couple years ago, but never read the others, so I decided to read the series in its entirety. All 7 were out now, and I can finish it. And I really love the full page spread a lot better than the other one that I did, and I decided to do larger images of the covers, and I really like how that turned out. These are the bookish box covers that they did, and I really wanted to get this set, but I don't have $250 to spend on 7 books right now, and that's a shame because it's so pretty. But anyway, we go into March, and March was pretty good. I read 4 books in March, and yeah, this is a sticker that I created. I drew it and printed it out, and these where I was just really excited to do that and put it actually in my journal. I had made a couple sheets for pen pals as well, but yeah. Alright, this was a fun little read, super short, like 178 pages I think, and I feel like it could have been more, which is why I gave it 3 stars, but it was short, it was a smaller book, and for what it was good. It was just not great, but I liked it. This series was a little much for me, honestly, but I started it and needed to finish it, but it was very bully romance, reverse harem, but yeah. There was a lot of stuff in there that I was like, ew, I don't like that. It was okay, but I won't read it again. It was just, it's not for me. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff in it that I questioned. I was like, why am I reading that? So, let's move on. Now we move to April. I really like the cover page for April. I used stuff from some pen pals and swaps, and since I only read 2 books, I wanted to make a full spread, and I really like how this one came out. I think it came out really pretty. And then we are going back to this series. I really love the full page spread. I tried to keep it similar with the pictures on the side and my review over here. But yeah, if you are a fan of Hades and Persephone, I recommend these. I really like the story, and of course it is very spicy, so if you're not into that, you probably don't want to read this, but it includes most of the gods and demigods and monsters and lore. She really did her research, and I really enjoyed it. I think she did a really good job expressing the world and the characters. And I don't know, it's one of my favorite Hades and Persephone retellings. And then we go to May, and I really love this spread. I love how the washi tape looks on the top of each other, and just the overall color and vibe of this spread is just really pretty to me. I'm a big fan of purples. I love the crescent moons. I just think everything just kind of layered really good together. I finished the series in May, so this is the final spread for that series, and so I just wrapped it up. I don't know, I saw this frame on Pinterest, and I believe it was done by Psychonaut Journaling, and I just really loved it. I wanted to replicate it for the final spread, and I made the frame in Canva and added little details from the book and just kind of tied it in more into the series, and just really love that this is the final spread for these books. I'm really happy with how it ended, and I think overall that it was a really great series. It was really great. One of my favorite series I've ever read, I believe. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I can't say enough good things about this series for me anyway. And now we're into June. I really love this spread too. I have such a hard time using my bigger Marigana Suli stickers, but I really like this bakery theme, and I've got an actual coffee label, so every time I open this page it just smells like coffee, and it's really nice. I read 6 books in June, which is pretty good. Granted, they were shorter books, but still books nonetheless. So, I'll count that as a win. You can't always read hefty, chunky things. You have to take some time and just read some short books, and I think that makes the difference. All right. This is another one of my favorite spreads. I really like how this turned out overall. I think it looks really cool. I think it matches the book covers really well. I also just think it kind of goes with the Peter Pan vibe. These were about Peter Pan, and I'm a big Peter Pan fan. I really enjoy stories with him in them. I even cut out a little Peter Pan from the peanut butter brand. So I meticulously cut him out of the seal and then drew over him so that I could have a little Peter on the spread, which sounds really funny because these are spicy books. Of course, most of the books that I read are spicy books. Don't come at me with that. But yeah, I really like it and how it turned out. Okay, this is the 3rd book in that series that I read in February, and it was just okay. I don't know, it was just a bit of a letdown overall for a series. I read it so that I could finish the series, and that's that. There's nothing more that I can say. It was a really big letdown overall. This book was great. I really liked this book. I loved the world she created, just the overall vibe this book was giving. Also, another cool thing about this was that when I posted this review on Instagram, the author actually commented on it, and that was really exciting for me, and just, I don't know, made me super excited and happy that it was noticed by the actual author, and that's just something that's so cool for me, and I can have that now. Right, now we're into July. July was basically just a Study in Drowning series, so I just made these spreads centered around that. So there is stuff about the series, a little bit of nods here and there. There's an Effie and a Preston, and little nods, like I said, just going through and putting that through there. And then there are their pages and just kind of matching that as well. I did a little copying from Danica in Pages. She did a little drawing of the Hearth Manor, and then I really liked how it looked behind the cover, so that's what I did, and then came over and did the bell for the second book to kind of tie that in. The first book was great. I really enjoyed the first book. The second book was a big letdown. I just think that it did not live up to the first book. It was awful, and it just made me really sad that it just didn't do it. I don't know. I think overall the series was okay. The first book, again, definitely better than the second book. And it's sad, but sometimes that's just what happens. That's how it goes. Now we move on to August, and I love this spread. I really love it. I love the little Skelly sticker. I just love everything about it. I love the colors. I love the vibes. I only read 2 books in August, but that's okay. We can't read like 5 books every month. That is just not feasible. I read Under the Oak Tree, and I had read a couple of the chapters of the web novel, but I don't like the platform that it's on, and was super excited when I saw that there was an actual novel out. Plus, because of the webcomic, we have a definitive of what they look like, and that's super nice for me when I'm reading. I don't have to be imagining what they look like. I already have an image in my head, and I really like the character design. I think overall it's a good series. I have the second one, and will be reading it for 2026, so I can continue the series. And I'm excited to actually get to do that. I really hope that everything works out for them, because they're such a cute little couple. But yeah, that one is that. And now I think I will talk about this book. Okay, so Tusk Love. I have been waiting for this book since campaign 2, and was so excited when they announced that this was going to be an actual book. I enjoyed Thea's writing. I think she did a good job on this. Makes me want to read her other books, and when I was reading, I couldn't help myself from saying, "Oh, Oscar," in Jester's voice, because I just couldn't help it. How can you not? But I loved this book. I'm so happy that it became a real book and that I got to read it, and it isn't just part of a campaign anymore. It's an actual tangible book. I have it on my shelf, and that is so awesome to me. Alright, so now we're moving on to September, which was really Asian inspired for my reading, so I went with that kind of theme, but I also have a lot of blue ephemera, and I just really like how this came out as well. I think overall this turned out to be a really pretty spread, and I don't really use blue a lot in my spreads, so I'm really happy. I used a gel pen for the title, and oh, sorry, my littlest is in here with me, so he keeps bringing me things. But yeah, there is that. And okay, I enjoyed this book. I really did enjoy it. I had some questions about the ending. I know it's really open-ended and you're supposed to make your own assumptions, but sometimes that just doesn't work for me, and I need a definitive answer. I don't really like this spread either. I tried to replicate the Art Nouveau border, and it just doesn't look good, and my quote that I wanted to use was too long, and so the bottom is squished, and just overall I just really don't like it. And then this one as well, it was an okay spread. And it was an okay book. It's for a YA audience, so of course there's going to be a bit of angst and stupid decisions, but it was okay. I enjoyed the story and the world. I just had a hard time making the spread for it. I was also finishing up my spreads way after reading the book, so there's a bit of a disconnect, but I do enjoy this and how it mimics the book. Overall, it's okay. It's alright. Sometimes we make spreads we like, and sometimes we don't. I do really enjoy the mimic of that. Again, like I said, the fish. I think it kind of ties it in. But anyway, I love this spread. It's really cute. And I think it kind of vibes with the whole story of Kiki and just kind of matches the book. I drew this up in Procreate and tried to match the cover. I have the special edition, and I don't know. I just wanted a full page of the cover and then just like little review here and there and some cute stuff around, and just kind of did something different with this spread. Next up is yes, I loved this book. I absolutely loved it. This is probably my favorite book of 2025. It's just so cool. So cool. I love the world. I loved the inspo. I'm a really big fan of Japan and just interested in the culture and just everything. And this was amazing. I hated that I finished it so quickly. I hated that it was over. I really wish that this was a video game, because I could just get so immersed in this world. I could live here for a really long time. I'm really excited for her new book that's coming out called The Elsewhere Express. It's coming out in January, and I'm really excited to read that one. I hope it's going to be as good as this one was. This one, yeah, like I said, favorite book of the year, hands down. Alright, next up is October. I read 4 books, all pretty similar vibes except for that one. It is a YA, but yeah, I really like how this turned out. This came from a pen pal, and I have a really hard time using bigger stickers, but I really like how I use this one and like the vibe of this. Okay, so this book. I liked One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns and was really excited to read this. It was okay. At first, after I read it, I gave it 5 stars, but then I sat with it and came back and gave it 4 stars because I thought the romance was just way too rushed and just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. There are some plot holes. Some things that I after thinking about it, it doesn't really add up why the romance happened the way that it did. But yeah. I drew the stickers for this, so I drew Sybil and I drew Rory and Bartholomew. I really wanted to have stickers that were centered around the book, and the only way to do that is to draw them, and so that's what I did. And I really like how they turned out. I like how the spread turned out overall. I was a little disappointed after sitting with my thoughts on the book, how everything kind of came together. Okay, so I got on a Hermione kick, especially since Alchemized came out. I can't help myself, I really like the dichotomy of that. I read Rose and Chains first and enjoyed it. It got 4 stars. I'm interested to see where it goes, and I'm going to read the second one when it comes out. I liked the world, I liked some of the aspects of it, the magic, and I'm interested to see where it's going, honestly. So I'll be waiting for the second one to come out and then read that one and kind of see where everything's going. The ending was interesting. It was a little bit of a twist, kind of expected, but yeah. And then, of course, Alchemized. I have not read Manacled. I didn't even know it was a thing until this started blowing up all over Instagram, but oh my god, this book. This was awesome. I loved this book. This is the biggest book that I have ever read 1030 pages. That's huge for me. I think last year the biggest book I read was When the Moon Hatched, and that was like over 700 pages, but this, I loved everything. The depiction of war, the relationship. I loved going from the present to the past, and then to the present again. It really brings everything into perspective, and it was just heartbreaking. I really enjoyed this. This was amazing. I don't know. I think she did a really good job. I really do like the writing of this. It was just a really good book overall. And then we go into something super lighthearted because, my gosh, Alchemized was heavy. So I needed something that was light and super quick to read. It is a little heavy with grief. But it was still light enough to feel like a breath of fresh air. And I enjoyed this. It was super cute. Definitely a YA book though. It did surprise me at the end. I didn't see the ending coming, which was nice, honestly. Because with YA books, you never know. You can read some, and sometimes it's easy to decipher. This one, the ending really got me, and I did have a little bit of a tearful moment. But it's still super cute. It's super light, super short. I think Dustin did a good job with this one. I haven't read his other ones, but I did like this one. Then we get into November, and I started Stardust, but did not finish it. I don't know if it was just the month or just coming off all the heavy books in October, but I just couldn't finish this book. I still wanted to include it because I just couldn't stand not having a November tag in my journal. I needed it all to look like this, and I couldn't leave November out. So yeah. Plus, I made the sticker for this spread, and I needed to use it. I really wanted to use it, and I had to make a somewhat spread for it. I'm hoping to pick it back up in 2026 and do another spread and then actually finish the book. I think my problem is because I watched the movie first, the book is so different, it was hard for me to really get into. But yeah, anyway, moving on to December. And I think this is so funny, such a vibe for December because it's a horror book. And I only read one book. I don't know, the later months were just hard for me and my reading just kind of dwindled, but I wanted to read 40 books and this one helped me accomplish that. Plus, it's the first horror book that I've ever read. I've read a couple of like web novels and comics, but I've never read an actual book. And here is the spread for it. I don't know, I wanted to match the book and the spread, so I used the floor plan from the cover of the book and just used it here, put my couple little reviews in it, and yeah, that is that. It was super simple. I think I was getting tired of making spreads, but I wanted to read this book because of Evelyn, or Gab Smulders on YouTube. She does Let's Plays, and I've been following her for a while, but she also has another channel called Goobus, where she has reviews for all the horror books she reads each month. But I was like, oh, okay, that sounds interesting. So I wanted to read it, and it's super short book, so I figured I could get it done before the end of the year, and then I'd have my 40 book goal met. And it was really fun to read. It's about a family and a curse, and things get interesting, and a twist happens, and it was just really good. Plus, it's not really that scary for a horror book, and so that helped a little bit. Okay, now this is my stats page, my year in books. I wanted to have everything together, and I couldn't stand having just the one side blank after December's spread. And so I was like, well, okay, I'll just put my stats page here, but we'll probably make it bigger in my 2026 journal. But yeah, I read 14,941 pages, 40 books. This is my favorite book of the year, longest book of the year, shortest book of the year, and then I have all my little graphs here. So I've got my genre, my format, and my source. Then these are my pages read, but I didn't think about it because some of the ones I read over like 3,000 pages, but I only got an 18 plus, and I'm hoping to do a better stats page in 2026. Like I said, this is kind of the first time I've ever done something like this, but that is it. this is my reading journal from 2025. I hope you guys can take some inspiration from the spreads and from the journal and do something for 2026. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you when I post something new. Who knows when that'll be, but yeah, okay, bye!